Salvete discepoli. In this tutorial video, we will explore the concept of dative direct objects that can occur with certain verbs. Okay, in this short tutorial video, we're just going to explore the fact that dative, which we already know is used as for indirect objects, to or for something or someone. We're going to study the fact that dative can be the object of certain verbs. Okay, so here's what we already know, dative as indirect object. Caecilius servo pecuniam dedit. Caecilius gave the money to the slave. Okay, so servo is the dative singular of a second declension noun or name. Okay, so to or for the slave is how you translate that in isolation. But now take a look at something important. In stage 11 of the Cambridge series, we have introduced the concept that dative can be the direct object of certain verbs, okay? In stage 11, the two verbs that are introduced are credit, which means trusts or believes, and also fauet, which means supports or favors. And those two verbs take dative objects instead of the expected accusative objects that we've been studying since stage 2. Now, the origin of this could have something to do with the fact that maybe historically, like credit doesn't mean like trust someone, it means like place trust on someone or puts belief in someone, okay? So some kind of an extension like that. And same thing with fauet, supports or favors. It could mean like give support to someone, and so dative was the natural like object logically to use for such verbs. But for your purposes, just be aware. Dative can be the direct object. So in this case, servo is dative, okay? Just as we had in the last sentence where it meant gave money to the slave, here Caecilius trusts the slave or believes the slave. Now look at the verb fauet. It can mean favor or support. So Caecilius servo fauet, Caecilius favors the slave or supports the slave. Okay, if you have the pronouns, okay, ego means I in the nominative, me is the accusative, mihi is the dative of that pronoun. Okay, so in isolation, mihi would mean to me or for me, but as the object of the verb fauet, we would translate this as Caecilius favors me or supports me. Okay, so there are other verbs like this. Okay, so here, Caesar militibus persuasit. Okay, so the verb persuado, and it's persuasit here in the perfect tense, this is a verb which also takes a dative object. Okay, so here, Caecilius persuaded the soldiers, and the ibus ending is the dative plural of a third declension noun. Okay, so when you go to a dictionary, if a verb does take a dative object, the dictionary is going to inform you of this fact because there are obviously a lot more verbs that take accusative objects. If it takes an accusative object, the dictionary is not going to tell you. That's like the default setting, okay? But like you'll have something like in parentheses, it'll say like plus dat, meaning plus dative.